What's up, skanks? Booty skanks. Pop this. This Red Bull is for you. That's a damn tasty Red Bull. Oh yeah, it's this stuff. What's up, guys? Let me grab my glasses. Oh, that's better. What's up, guys? Ani is at an appointment for like about an hour, hour and a half, so I figured I had to come home, take a dump anyways. So I figured, well, I'll just stream for a little bit until I gotta go pick her up. Yeah, I go back to work tomorrow, so the constant streams will stop. I enjoy them while I can, I suppose. My last day of vacations today. I feel a sneeze brewing. Oh, I hate that. Ugh, it ain't coming. I got lucky and worked from a computer. Huh. See what I want to play here, guys. Real for a little bit. Arbiter had a good idea for a stream idea. He was saying you got to do like bucket list streams where I pick one game that I've always wanted to beat, and I sit there and, you know, really work at it till I beat it. I said that's a really good idea, actually. The only thing about that is a lot of my bucket list games are really fucking long games, like Lunar 2 and shit like that. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't going to be a very long stream because, like I said, Ani's only going to be gone for hour, hour and a half. Her appointment was at 1, and I think it's over at 2:30, so we ain't got a whole lot of time. I figured I'd come chill with you guys at least for a little bit. What's up, guys? Might scroll through my 1,000 million games on Steam here. See what I got. That's so much shit, dude. A bit of Resident Evil. Haven't finished the last stream. Yeah, I'm definitely stream overloading you guys. I was thinking about playing some Sacred 2. But I don't know if I want to play that or not. Resident Evil will be a pretty good one. I might just dabble in some random ROMs that I want to play. I haven't played in a long time. A little bit of Barai Fighter. Albatross. Fucking lights just blinked. I have plans to get a Switch. I have a Switch, bro. I have a ton of games for my Switch. I thought you knew I had a Switch, dude. I could have sworn you knew. I could have sworn you did. This is one of those games I always had as a kid, and I never knew where it came from. I just always had it, you know what I mean? Like, it was just always there. I think my dad bought it from this old grocery store, got rid of all their games or something. We just always had this. It always kicked my ass, dude. I never got anywhere in it. Second or third level is probably the only thing I ever got to in this when I was a kid. This is a really fun game until the last couple levels, and then it just gets really unfair. And then the last boss takes way too many fucking hits, dude. That dragon thing, and he's hard to even hit. But this is a game I talk about, and oh shit. And not many people even know about this game. Oh, I thought I got it. Damn it. That sucks. Little secret: if you press up in this little area right here. Oh, I missed it. Damn it. Dude, I don't know. My lights have been doing that lately. I think I got some kind of, like, electrical problem in my house. Who knows? It's always something, dude. I still haven't heard from my car. Like, they took my car yesterday to figure out that noise, and I still haven't heard a goddamn thing about it. They probably can't figure out what the hell's wrong with it, as usual. Like, almost every car problem I get, dude, I always get these garages that can never fucking figure out what the hell's wrong with my cars. That's how it always goes for me. Like, my G5's had a clunking noise pretty much since the day I had it, and nobody can ever figure out what the fuck it is. Bri Fighter is my phone background? No, not anymore, bro. I love this game, dude. Like, I wish they would have had more, like, a sequel or two or something. Like, there's a Game Boy version of it, I think. And it's a little bit different, but I think this game just has its own unique thing going on, its own unique atmosphere. And I've never really played any other shooters that really feel like this game. It's funny that my dad even bought these games because he did not like this type of game. Like, I've never, ever remember seeing my dad play a side-scrolling shooter, dude. Like, I think he just bought it because it was a loose cartridge and the cover of it looked cool or something. Because they were really cheap, dude. Like, they would sell the games for a few bucks back then. So, like, I really don't think he knew even what this game was when he bought it. As soon as he played it, he's like, nah. I don't need to collect any more weapon icons. You always take your car to a Firestone shop. I don't recommend big chain shops, dude, unless you want to overpay. I recommend finding a small garage or something that's good. I have one down the street from me that I was going to take it to, but they can't get me in until November. like November or something. And I was like, nah, that's not gonna work, dude. I gotta get this fixed. Matter of fact, I gotta call and cancel that appointment, because I did make the appointment for November, but I found a garage that could get me in 2 days later instead of November. They're such a good shop that they're booked all the way until like November. My dad do modern gaming? Nah, he don't game anymore. He stopped gaming in the early 2000s, pretty much. He stopped gaming around the PS2 era. He just didn't have the time. Oh, shit. He just didn't have the time, mostly. Dude, I'm telling you, this 144 Hz monitor is really helping my side-scrolling shooter gaming, dude. Like, I'm really noticing improvements to my side-scrolling shooter game. I mean, you guys witnessed it with Gradius also. So if anybody has any doubts about the awesome sauce of 144 Hz, I'm not sure how much 144 Hz really helps with these games, though, so I could be completely wrong, but I feel like it does. I just died, so it didn't help that much. These games only go up to a certain amount of frame rate anyways. I think this is my favorite song in the game. 75 Hertz. You can get a... Oh, the car place is calling me. Here, hold on. Hello? Hello? Hey, how you doing? Okay. Wow. Yeah, I kind of went off to the side on a curb a few days ago. I think that motor mount was bad anyways, but hitting that curb just basically completely snapped it the rest of the way. Yeah. Cool, I appreciate it, man. Alright, thank you. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Cool. That's what I thought it was. Motor mount. Motor mount snapped in half. So that's cool. My car's done. I can breathe a sigh of relief there. That's awesome. Wasn't a big deal at all. Woo! Oh shit. It's a Civic, not a Land Rover. Well, this particular Civic is known for bad motor mounts. It's like the Achilles heel for the car. So they snap fucking motor mounts like a motherfucking car that snaps a lot of motor mounts. And now we're playing Back to the Future to celebrate. This game don't even work. This game don't even work on this fucking... on this core. Do I have multiple NES cores? Let me see. Low core. I think I only have one NES core. $120 Hertz is perfectly fine, bro. Perfectly fine. I hype up 144 Hertz, but I'm just being goofy. There ain't nothing wrong with 120, dude. You probably wouldn't even be able to notice the difference. Messin? I don't think I ever used that one. Let me download it. Download this one. Download this one. Back to the Future. I'm told using polyurethane motor mounts will last you, but these cars have the placement of the motor mounts themselves is the problem. Like they put like unneeded do stress on the motor mounts and they snap all the time. When I first bought the car, when I test drove it, it made the most unholy noise, dude. It was like, boom, and I was just like, he thought it was an exhaust leak, and I was just like, I test drove it. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I don't want to buy this. I was like, it's shady. And the guy that was selling it wasn't there at the time. It was another guy. So I went home, and then the owner texted me later on. He's like, do you want this car? And I was like, dude, that noise is fucked up. And he's like, it's just an exhaust leak and blah blah. I was like, nah, bro, it sounds pretty bad. I was like, I couldn't even hear the motor. It was so loud. He's like, but I told him, I was like, if you fix that, then I'll buy it. Because it's really nice. It's a nice car. It's a nice Honda. And I told him, I was like, if you fix that, I'll buy it. And he's like, oh, I'll do it, but you got to come sign that you'll buy it. Because I don't want to fix it, and then you don't, and then you bail. And I was like, all right, that's understandable. So I went that night and signed a paper that said I was going to buy it after he fixed it. Or whatever. And then he fixed it. It ended up being a motor mount. So he ended up fixing like 3 of the 4 motor mounts, or 2 out of the 4. And then there was a couple more that were still bad, and then now it just basically snapped the rest of the way. So yeah, Toyota's ball joints are always going out too. Wow, dude, this game don't want to work at all on any emulator, dude. Holy shit. I don't even know why I'm trying to play it anyways. Dude, this might just be a bad ROM. I'm trying to play Back to the Future, but it ain't. Oh, it ain't working. No, no core will play this game. That's how bad it is. I've never used the Quick NES emulator before. This game don't work at all. Bad ROM. Nah, it don't work. It's okay. I'm not too beat up about it. Cool. I was really worried it was going to be something a lot more serious. I bet it was that motor mount I could have fixed myself. It was probably that torque motor mount. I looked online. It looked pretty easy to fix. But I didn't want to have to jack the engine up. Let's play some DuckTales 2. Tis for the best. I agree, my friend. Niagara Falls. I can say that I've been to Niagara Falls, and it don't look like this. Just saying. Dude, it's funny. I have a story about Niagara Falls, dude. So I went with my friend, and my friend, he like travels all the time, and I was with Courtney at the time, and I wasn't gonna go because I didn't feel good, dude. Like to this day, I don't know what was wrong with me. Like I felt I wasn't really sick, but I felt it was off. I was so off. I felt so weird, and I didn't feel good. And I remember we went to Niagara Falls. I remember I slept the whole fucking way, dude. The whole way up there because I felt like shit. And Courtney was just bugging my friend Jeff the whole fucking time, dude. Like just driving him nuts. And we were on this bridge. There's like a bridge at Niagara Falls. And it's like over the falls, and you can like look down, and there's barely any guardrails or anything. And like Courtney was using my friend Jeff's phone, and she fucking dropped the phone, and it started rolling, and it got right to the edge, and it was like teetering over the edge of this fucking bridge, dude, and I had to like dive for it. It started to fall over the fucking thing, and I had to like dive for it, and I fucking grabbed it right before it fucking fell into the fucking falls, dude. I was like, bitch, I'm about to throw you off this bridge if you fucking lose my fucking friend's phone over the falls. Gee, I was so fucking pissed at her, dude. She was a stupid bitch. She had just like no self-awareness, dude. About how annoying she was. And I didn't even want to go because I felt so bad and I had to deal with her fucking nonsense the whole time. Because we camped out, like after we went to Niagara Falls, before we went to Niagara Falls, yeah, the night before we camped out in tents, and I was sick, and I was telling her the whole time, I was like, I don't feel good, like I don't really want to be here, and she was like wanting to have sex in the tent, and I was like, no, I was like, I don't feel good, and you guys know how it is when you're like super sick, and you don't want to have sex, dude, that's the last thing you want to fucking do. And I'm just like, not in this fucking, it's like a hard ground tent. I was like, I ain't having sex, dude. And she was like all pissy. I had to argue with her the whole fucking time. I was like, you can be pissy all you want, but we ain't having no fucking sex, dude, because I don't feel good. I was like, if I have sex, I'm gonna vomit. If there's anything down here or not. Cordy's like a cartoon character, you're not wrong. Use it on things that wouldn't break with a normal poker gun. Cool. Yeah, I'm not having no hobo tent sex. Fuck out of here, dude. I ain't having no hungry homeless hand jobs. Grody. This game was a very late NES game, and I had this when I was a kid. I sold it. I kind of regret selling it. I sold all my old classic games, guys. I needed the money at some point, and I actually sold them to Amazon. Amazon at one time gave really good prices for classic games. Like, I got a lot of money out of my classic games. They don't do it anymore. They don't give jack shit. But at one point, they gave really good money for a lot of these games, and it didn't jump. I don't know what that was about. And you didn't have to deal with eBay or anything like that, shipping. They provided the label and all that shit, so you didn't have to worry about it. So selling to Amazon was really nice back then. Yeah, you remember that Street Fighter? It was nice, dude. Like, they were really competitive with prices. And you didn't have to fucking deal with fucking eBay, and I was fine with that. But now they don't do that anymore. I regret selling my copy of this game, yeah. But my copy of this game was pretty beat up. But I remember my dad bought me this game, dude. This was probably the last new NES game I ever bought. As a matter of fact, it might be one of the only ones. I never really bought new NES games. But I bought this, it was new when I bought it. If I'd known how much it was gonna, be worth, I probably would have taken more care of it, but you don't know that kind of stuff when you're a kid, dude. It's just DuckTales, you know what I mean? You guys have no idea, dude, about, like, some of the Sonic like, there's another Sonic Shuffler video I was gonna make, dude, but I decided not to. It was gonna be beyond epic, dude. Only a couple people know what I had planned. Video game collecting is pointless to me. It's about the games, dude. I agree. Ashley was in here and made a good point about a week ago that it's not about how big your collection is. It's about what it means to you and your personal collection of games. Your personal collection of games and what you have is way more interesting than just having all the games. And I mean, that is I've never heard it put better than that. So I gotta go somehow pick up my car here at some point. But they're open till 5, so it's only 1:30. I got time. Man, it makes me feel so much better that it was just a motor mount. Hitting that curb must have snapped it. This is a weird game in that It's technically better than the first game in every conceivable way, but I still don't like it as much as the first game. I mean, it's a better game. It is. But it's just for, like, personal nostalgia reasons. And I should have more nostalgia for this game. I should have equally as much nostalgia for this game, because I had them both, and I played them both the same, but I just don't feel like this game is as classic, if that makes any sense. But it's infinitely better than Chip and Dale 2. Chip and Dale 2 is not nearly as good. It lacks the charm of the original, yeah. And there's no epic fucking song like the Moon level either. I wouldn't say the music is dick compared to the first, but it's not as good. Launchpad is completely worthless in these games, dude. There's never really a time when you absolutely have to get out of the level and you need him. At least I've never had that happen. I feel like the music's a little bit more laid back in this game and a little bit more chill. That was my first guess, dude, that it was a motor mount. I even told my dad that when I went over. I was just like, I think it's a motor mount. Went over to the house, I let him hear it, and he's like, what the hell is that noise? I was like, I think it's a motor mount. Take this hammer adapter, you can use it to break the things that a golf swing normally wouldn't. So if you guys ever get an 8th gen Honda, be prepared, dude, because it's motor mount city. The transmissions are usually really good, the motors are rock solid, but you're going to be buying some motor mounts. If you switch the order of the DuckTales releases on NES, it would have been better. The first one is too good to this media. Yeah. I mean, like I said, on a technical level, this is just a better game in every conceivable way. It's just not as good. Like it's not as fun. It's not as classic. There's a lot of classic things that the first game does that people remember. Oh shit! Damn, the boss brings down 2 health. Oh yeah, I got it on difficult. The game looks a million times better than the first game. I will definitely say that. You heard that Nintendo is releasing on Switch the first Fire Emblem game? Huh. I don't really get into Fire Emblem though, guys. I never really did. This is probably my favorite part in the game right here. This and the Yija part. Like the Easter Island. This is like supposed to basically be Easter Island. It's just, I feel like there's just, you know, like there's like 2 levels that look like this, you know? It's just like this looks almost like the Niagara Falls area basically. Oh yeah, Ashley. Don't worry, Rob, got some quality garbage lined up for you. I'm pretty excited, bro. Excited. Remember what's up here. Just stop the ducks. Like I said, I'm just. This is gonna be a pretty quick stream because like Ani's at an appointment, so I'll stream later. But I wanted to get at least a little bit done. No, you're good, Jawbreaker. there's a puzzle in this part. Sometimes the golf swing thing just is hard to use. Man, NES can't even handle like one sprite on the screen, dude. God. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I'm even sure how to even get that. Oh, I think you gotta go up above and fall down. That's a piece of the map, though, I think. I gotta go back and get that. Oh, I can't. Shit. No, I haven't done Magic Sword yet. I'm just kind of picking random games, guys. Like I said, I'm kind of just killing time because Ani's had an appointment. That's input lag, Rob. Nah, dude, there's no input lag on this. As a matter of fact, RetroArch, you can actually do settings on this to actually make the input lag even better if you really wanted to. But there's no real input lag on this, dude. None that would even remotely be noticeable. I think you can fall down here, and that's the treasure chest down there. Let me save state. No, maybe not. How do you get that fucking treasure chest then? Oh, you're just kidding. Some people say that stuff and they aren't kidding. I don't know how to get that treasure chest. I don't even know if I've ever got it. Oh, okay. I have gotten it. It's nothing even in it. That was a waste of time. You guys all got modded Vitas yet? Everybody in here should have a modded Vita by now. That's how much I hype them up, dude. Sink a stone into the sea and the city will appear. I remember. It's these two you gotta sink stones into. Yeah, Flame Meister? Yeah, I just gotta hook my overpriced NES into my overpriced Flame Meister so I can play my overpriced games that barely fucking work. Dude, it's just not fun playing NES games, dude. It's not fun. I don't care how clean you got those motherfuckers, dude. You could fucking... You'll be doing rubbing alcohol all fucking day on those sons of bitches. I don't want to fight the boss yet. That was my main problem, is that my games were just like... I couldn't barely get any of them working at a certain point. RetroArch on Vita. I don't have any... Have you updated your RetroArch on Vita, though? There's a new version. There's a brand new version, Biogenesis, that just released not too long ago. It's not blurry at all, bro. Never had any problems with that. Yeah, Vita, I'll show you. They updated RetroArch on Vita. sticky on my Vita. Did I accidentally bust a nut on my Vita? I wasn't aware of it. This is my workhorse Vita anyways. I don't really take too good a care of this because this is the one I play all the time. I got other ones that I don't do nothing with. Here's what Vita looks. Here's what RetroArch on Vita looks like after the update. There it is. If you guys can see that or not, it's pretty clear. I'm not sure. I'll load a game real quick. Yeah, it's not blurry at all. That's like super clear. You probably can't see it. So, how's screen burn-in, dude? I've never had any burn-in with this Vita or any Vitas in my possession. My brother has an OLED TV, and his TV's got burn-in. Yeah, update your RetroArch, bro. Also, make sure your filters are not. Your filters might be turned on, dude. Make sure that smoothing shit is off. I bet your smoothing shit is turned on, bro. Make sure that's all turned off. Make sure it's just you're just seeing sharp pixels. You're not seeing that fucking greasy ass shit that they put on by default. Make sure that's turned off. I bet that's your problem. Make sure Vaseline mode is turned off. What's up, guys? This part is a fucking pain in the ass. I think getting out is the bigger pain in the ass. OLED rules, dude. Burn-in, like, unless you're leaving your TV on a news station for hours at a time, you guys don't have to worry about burn-in, dude. It's not, you know. With video games, I mean, you do have to be aware of it. Like, if you're playing the same game for hours on end with a health bar stuck in the top right corner, and you don't give it a rest after a while, it will burn in. My brother's TV did. If there's a shortcut out of here or what? Yeah, don't buy an OLED TV unless you have a warranty for sure. Oh, I gotta go up here. Damn it. Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Those Samsung QLEDs, dude, they look just as good as OLEDs, dude, if not better. If you guys want an awesome TV, man, those QLEDs are boss. Like, my TV is beautiful, and I've been around OLEDs since they've come out because my brother is all about OLEDs, and these QLEDs are just as good, dude. The black levels are super deep. They got local dimming features you can get, and all that stuff. I recommend the QLEDs, honestly. And you don't got to worry about burn-in. I don't got to worry about burn-in. So, any benefits to OLED is slowly dwindling. QLEDs rock, dude. My TV is gorgeous. I mean, I kind of wish I would have got the Q80 for HDMI 2.0, but other than that, 4K 120 hertz on my TV isn't really something I'm worried about anyways. Because I'm telling you, PS5 isn't going to be able to do that, dude, on most of the games, so it's not going to matter. This is probably my favorite boss in the game. I think he's pretty cool. Reminds me of Hard Man from Mega Man 3. What's up, guys? Man, I think he's got one extra hit on difficult. Oh, I knew he was gonna fucking get me, dude. You son of a bitch. Like, those blocks are, like, genuinely hard to get away from. Like, they fall really fucking fast. Out of everything you just named, dude, I mean, LED, LCD, and OLED is the best. But if you gotta try QLED, dude, it'll blow your mind. How close it really is to the OLED experience. I think it's even better. Especially for, you know, for gaming, you ain't gotta worry about burning. Damn it. Sony TVs are nice, but a lot of times they got a good amount of input lag on them. Gotcha, bitch. I did a lot of research before I got my TV. Make sure the one I was getting was good for gaming. Sony TVs usually have really good picture, but a lot of them have pretty harsh input lag. But for movies, Sony TVs are really good. Dirt 5 has 120 hertz mode, but it still looks just this gen. I like the Dirt games. This is probably my favorite part. I like the Egypt setting. Is there a surefire way to combat input lag with RetroArch? I'm using a 144 hertz LED monitor. Dude, I mean, honestly, I don't notice any. I mean, you guys are seeing it. I mean, it's super snappy, dude. Like, I don't ever have any problems. I do recommend using a corded controller over a wireless one, though. That seems to help with a lot of people. Bluetooth controllers, no matter how good they are, there's always going to be a little bit of input lag. So I recommend using something that's corded controller. I mean, Bluetooth's good for the most part, but I always notice just the smallest little bit of input lag, and it just kind of gets on my nerves. I don't remember where the matte piece is in this part. Damn it. I think I've missed the map piece. Or maybe Maybe not. Oh, come on. You gotta be shitting me. Turn GPU sync on, set frames to 0. I don't ever have any problems with input lag on it. And there's a frame skip thing. Not frame skip, but there's a setting you can put on that'll speed the game up to where it actually even improves input lag even more if you do notice it on RetroArch. I can't remember what the setting's called though. It is latency. You can put on hard GPU sync, which will sync to your GPU. That really reduces latency. And then here it is, run ahead to reduce latency. So basically your logic will run ahead, and it'll one or more frames. So it'll reduce perceived input lag. You can turn that on. Yeah, it's called run ahead. You can turn that on, but I'm telling you, I don't notice any. And I am a input lag noticing motherfucker. So I don't know if in these latest revisions of RetroArch, if they've just, gotten rid of it. I don't notice any, guys. So is there no way to get over here? I don't remember what's over there. That's gotta be. I bet I gotta fall down into that sand part. I bet that's what it is. I'm gonna try going over here first. I think the map piece is over here. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle. That was hard. Hidden treasure. They don't even make plasmas anymore, dude. I think the last plasma manufacturer stopped making plasmas. I don't even think you can even get them sons of bitches no more. You guys know I'm rocking this on the Frame Meister, dude. Is there any other way to play? I want to get my gaming card taken away or nothing. think you gotta break this and then go down. Yeah. Like I said, these levels are way more in-depth than... Oh, I don't remember. He tells me what the combination is over here. I'm gonna go back. One is 3, 3 is 2, 4 is 1. So 4 what? 4, 3, 1 is the combination? 2 is 4. 4, 3... 4, 3, 1, 2? I think it's 4, 3, 1, 2. So yeah, 4, 3, 1, 2. I can never remember the combination. Three, 4, 2, 1. No, that's not right. 3, 4, 2, 1. Huh, I don't remember. Thanks, Joe. I had that game on when I was a kid, dude, that Scooby-Doo SNES game. I don't remember. I don't remember the combination of this stupid bullshit. Does anybody remember? Somebody can look it up for me. I'd appreciate it. It's not 3, 4, 2, 1. 2, 4, 3, 1. No. 4, 3, 1, 2. Fuck. EKG, yeah, Evil Knievel and Rock'em Sock'em were horrendous. Hold on, God, I'll just look it up myself.
This time, I'm gonna be smart like...
Shut up. I want to hear your stupid voice. This time I'm going to do the puzzle. Oh. Damn, that's actually pretty in-depth. So 1 3 times. Three twice. That wasn't even close. Oh shit, I just fucking clicked it off. 4 one time. And 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah, I wasn't even close. Damn, son. Yeah, you have to hit it that number of times. That's what I figured. I figured it was the order you had to hit it. I was wrong. I never figured that shit out as a kid, I don't think. Yeah, 1 3 times, 3 1 time, okay. I was misreading it. Like I said, these levels are way more in depth, but it's just like a lot of the stuff they make you do isn't really all that interesting in these levels. It doesn't have that speedrun quality. Where do you live, Biogenesis? I had to pay buku money for my TurboGrafx Mini, unfortunately. I wasn't happy about it. Damn, this is probably the hardest boss in the game. Still isn't saying much. No, maybe it's not. Michigan? It came out in the States, man. You can get it. No, you can't get it in stores, bro. Yeah, you can't go to the store and buy the TurboGrafx. You have to order it. Yeah, you can't just go to Walmart and buy the TurboGrafx Mini. Rambo Mortal Kombat 11 trailer. Yeah, I'm just not a big Rambo guy, so I don't really care. If it was Rocky or something, I think I would be all about it. This is probably my least favorite part in the game, I think. I don't remember where the map piece is in this part either. You guys might have to remind me. This is like the worst song in the game too, in my opinion. Fuck. What model 3DS do you recommend as a gift? It just depends. You got the new 3DS XL, you got the new 3DS, but the new 3DSs are actually getting kind of expensive to the point where the XLs are probably cheaper. Like, I have a new 3DS regular one, and I have small hands, so I actually think the regular new 3DS is more comfortable, but it is noticeably smaller. Every song in this game sounds the same. I agree, dude. It really does. I mean, they're composed well. They don't have the, like, every level has its own thing going on. Like, all these sound, yeah, they all use the same instruments, and they all the same like keynotes or whatever on the NES sound font. It just all blends together. I don't find myself humming these songs like I do, you know, like the Moon theme or the Amazon theme. And just most of the levels are just really uninteresting. Is the biggest thing about this game, dude. I think I gotta go up there, but that's just it's a tough. Maybe not. Music is generic brand. Yeah, this is actually a really brutal section coming up. Oh, I'm supposed to go up. Alright, let me save it. I don't remember. I don't know if you can even get over there. That's hard. I want to jump, first of all. It doesn't want to pogo bounce. No, there ain't no... You can't reach that. Damn, dude, that is like as far as you can possibly reach with your pogo jump. Dude, that's like unbelievable how far you gotta jump to get that. I would take a little bit of input lag over fucking having to give a blowjob to a cartridge for 45 minutes to get it to work. God help you if you sneeze or anything around the console too, dude. It's over. Done for. This boss is retarded. It like tries to trick you, but it's just like it still gives you like plenty of time to hit it. That's the easiest boss in the game by far. I don't think I've ever died on it. Emulation is the best, dude. When all the games are broken and rotted away, all we'll be left with is emulation. I thought I found all the map pieces. I did. I don't remember. I thought you got an extra part if you... I thought you got an extra level or something after you got all the map pieces. That's weird. If I fight the last boss, it's gonna end though, isn't it? Chippendale 2 sucks. dude, this is just like the T1000, 100%. It's hard to actually hit this guy. Yeah, it's hard to hit him. There we go. It's genuinely hard to actually hit that guy. He's so quick. Shitty hit detection on this boss for sure. T1000 duck. There's just... Damn, dude. This boss is just a crapshoot. I'm really just not sure. I always just kind of get lucky with this boss fight. You see what I'm saying? Like, I really don't understand how to get this guy. Even when I was a kid, I would kind of just get lucky. Like, it literally seems like it's completely random. Yeah, I don't know. I can try going behind him. Maybe that's the trick. Yeah, maybe that's it. All these years I've been doing it wrong. Yep, it's going behind him. I'm retarded. I would literally just fucking power through this guy, dude. Nice. Who said that? Bird? Good job, bro. The D1000. I thought I got all the map pieces, though. Whatever. Quack shoot. DuckTales 1 is definitely better, dude. I must have missed a map piece that I didn't. I must not have got the one on the first level. It don't matter. Whatever. Yeah, I must have missed one I didn't know about. Oh well. There's 6 total. Yeah, okay, I missed one then. Whatever. Ooh, dirt. Thanks, Joe. I like me some dirt. What time is it? 2:23. Ani should be getting done here momentarily, so I won't get into anything too deep. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to have, yeah, like a Lyft or an Uber pick me up to bring me to get my car. You played a robot named Fight? Super Metroid? No, I never played that. Somebody donated for this. Let's play a little bit of it. I might not be doing it in order, but somebody wanted to see Bucky O'Hare. I probably only got a couple minutes anyways. I hate having to fucking see this every time you play this game, dude. There's no reason that game need to be a roguelike. Zinx knows. I typically agree with Zinx, dude. Like, he knows what he's talking about. Like, me and him have pretty close taste in games and stuff, so if he says it's Garbo, it's probably Garbo. Especially when it comes to these overdone fucking roguelike games. Not every game needs to be a roguelike. That is for damn sure. I owned this when I was a kid, dude. It's weird that I owned all these rare games as a kid. I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know this game was an uncommon game or nothing, but I didn't know that this was based on a comic book or cartoon or anything. Like, I just thought it was its own thing, and I always thought it was a really cool game. Whoa! Whoa! The game had a heart attack. Did you see that? The game had a Strizoke, dude. I gotta see that again. Yeah, I heard about James Randi, dude. That sucks, but he was in his 90s, so I'm not really surprised, dude. He was old. I've never seen a ROM do that before. That was literally like somebody kicked the NES. I gotta see that again. That was awesome. I would take a Metroidvania game over a roguelike game any day of the week, though. Because a lot of times, depending on the roguelike features that have been implemented, a lot of times it's just like, I'm not going to play a game for hours on end and make zero progress. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, who wants to play a game for 4 hours and make absolutely no progress whatsoever? Alright, let's see this craziness again. Wow, dude, like, it don't like that tree. Look at that. That's like, look at that. It's actually Japanese text on it. Weird. I think a couple of these ROMs that Arbiter gave me are just bad. Let's try messing. I ain't messing around. Alright, I gotta do the controls for this core because I've never done it. Done this core before. It's probably gonna do it on this one too. It's probably just a bad ROM. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. You use messing? I don't think I've ever used this core. I can tell the colors look different. I always use the FCE. Thanks, Ashley. People say I'm crazy when I claim indie games don't grab me. Indie devs like to say they're creative, but they tend to steal, and yeah, you're not wrong. I play indie games, and there's some I like quite a bit, but if you're just copying a game wholesale, like, I don't really want to play that. Like, there have been some indie games come out here that have been, like, just carbon copies of fucking Symphony of the Night and shit, dude. I mean, they just rip it wholesale, and that's just not really that interesting to me. I don't want to play a generic brand Symphony of the Night, dude. If I'm going to play Symphony of the Night, I'm going to play Symphony of the Night. Like, why is anybody... Wow. Bad ROM. Full stop. Full stop bad ROM. Hold on, let me see if I can find another ROM of Bucky O'Hare. That's a shady site. Let me go to ROMs Mania. Wait, I think ROMs Mania is bullshit too. It's probably gonna download as an EXE, isn't it? Yeah, ROMs Mania is a fucking Piece of shit, dude. This site is a waste of time. I wish they'd take that fucking thing down. Let's go to ROM Hustler. Give him a hustle on. Give him a hustle on. Give him a hustle on. .7-zip file. Scan it. 0 threats. It's weird. Emu Paradise. Tragedy. It is indeed. Okay, just give me every single goddamn revision of the fucking ROM ever made. Like, Jesus, God almighty. Delete that sumbitch out of there. Paste that sumbitch in. Now let's try it again, my friends. That was weird. Have you ever considered playing DS ROMs? DS ROMs, when you play them on computer, it's just not the same. You got one little screen and then a little other screen off the side. And it's just really weird. Yeah, how would emulation do it? The touchscreen stuff's really awkward. I think you got to do it with the mouse, and it just doesn't work. All right, hopefully this works. Not just a large-scale Bucky O'Hare bad dump circulating online. That's impossible to find a good version of the game. I've encountered that before, where you get multiple bad dumps on multiple sites. Taco Bell dumps. Alright, moment of truth. Yeah, cool. That was just a straight bad dump. Strange. So this was a cartoon. I had never even seen it or heard of it, dude. What channel was this on? When did it air? Like, I mean, I knew all the stuff from the 90s, but I don't remember this at all. I don't ever remember Bucky O'Hare being on TV, dude. Oh, shit. This game's really generous with checkpoints and stuff, too. I will give it that. Was it British? Fox Kids? I've never, ever seen this cartoon, dude. I don't remember anything about it, theme song or otherwise. Like, nothing. It's bizarre. The NES can't do diagonal lines, so it's just like, it's got the lines have that like step pattern. I mean, you couldn't tell on a fucking CRT anyways. But still. This game has great music. Series died with the toy line. What year was it out? Was it, what was it, super early 90s? Were we talking like 91, 92? are. I never knew anything about it. This game and Monster in My Pocket were always like two games that people never heard of when I would talk about, but they were always like hidden gems. I was like, you'll play Monster in My Pocket? That was another toy line I never knew anything about. I didn't know anything about Monster in My Pocket other than the video game. To me, it was just a game. Boss time. Shit. Got plenty of health as long as you don't get by this boulder, you're good to go. Monster in my drawers. Is she really not done with this appointment yet? I'll have to call her here pretty soon. I don't think you have a charge shot. You have when you charge your weapon, you do like a higher jump. I'll show you. See, if you charge it, you just jump higher. But you get different. If you push select, now you get the robot guy. So you get different characters and stuff. This guy can float. It's worthless. What is that even? It's like a fucking fiery fart. It's completely worthless. He can squeeze into like little areas though, I think. Aww. I think this game has unlimited continues and it starts you at the checkpoint every time. So if I was to really just sit here and try to beat this game, I could beat it. I've never beat it. But I usually just lose my patience because some of these later levels are just dumb. Dumb hard. I'm gonna test my hypothesis coming up here. Like, right here, if I die, it should just start me right here, even after a continue. Yeah. So, yeah, this game's really, really generous in that regard. So, really, there's not a lot of reason why I can't beat it. This level does suck, dude. If you lose this boulder, you can't get up there. Oh god, not this fucking part. I don't need a save state. What am I doing? Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. That level is fucked. Suck my balls, game. Yeah, every NES game back then had to, like, try to rip off Quick Man stage. And this is Bucky O'Hare's attempt. Cool. You got plenty of health in this game. Usually what kills you isn't the enemies. What kills you is these fucking stage hazards. Oh. Told you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't believe how generous they are with checkpoints. This is like so against the grain for an NES game to be this generous. I'm gonna test it out one more time. It's so unlike an NES game to do this. It's just like I'm being tricked. Like, what's the... There's no point to even having lives. Damn, dude, it's fucking hard. It's brutal. You need the unlimited lives because this game is fucking nuts. I bet they started out production of this game where it didn't have unlimited continues and it was just like fucking too hard, so they're just like, yeah, we gotta have unlimited continues. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat this. That part from Mega Man 3. This game would like wreak havoc on my NES back then, dude. Because all the crazy effects and shit, like this level would look all fucked up on my NES. There's a lot of stuff that Mega Man 5 did too that used to just fuck with my system. Couldn't handle it. I'm about to go fucking call Ani and be like, what is going on, girl? See, you know, people, other people have said that, like, NES is janky, but for its time, dude, I mean, when this came out in 1985 and shit, like, this system was a very capable machine. Super Nintendo, on the other hand, I feel like, even the first games that came out, you could see the problems with the Super Nintendo, like right off the bat, with the CPU problems and shit. It's like, yeah, these games have jankiness and slowdown, but it's much fucking weaker hardware.
Hello, Moto.
Hey. Alright, cool, I'm streaming. My car's done. It was a mount, just like I said. Yeah, it was completely snapped. He didn't tell me how much it's gonna cost. I mean, it can't be that much. It's one mount. So, we're gonna have to go get that car before we do the nails thing, because they're gonna close. Alright, I'll come. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I love you. Bye. Alright, homies. I'll be back to stream later. Do you guys want me to keep this up? This stream? I mean, we didn't really accomplish much in this stream. I just don't want my channel to be overrun with streams. Hello, Moto. So you guys want me to keep it then? New metal sucks. It's up to you. I mean, like I said, we didn't really accomplish much on this stream, but keep it. Alright. I'll keep it. if you guys want. All right, homies. I'll be back later. Probably later tonight. So.